What's going on? I'm back again with another Elden Ring video. I did a little bit of off-camera mining, as you can see. I decided to switch to the Uchigata, I think that's how you say it, the katana. And of course, I beat her on my first try using it after switching off the rapier, which means it's just a bad weapon, and that's why I kept dying so much. So
Where did he flee?
I've got no idea what I'm doing today. I said I was going to get to Altus. That did not happen because, you know, the rapier was bad, not me. So what I'm going to do is probably just that. There is a way to cheese the Draconic Tree Sentinel with a parry, but I don't know if that's something I can realistically achieve. But getting to Altus should be pretty quick just because this was really the only detour I wanted to make. I've been doing a lot of thinking about the relationship between me and Ken. You know, not that there's any relationship there actually, but I guess I should go here. He really likes to yap, and I'm not much of a yapper, which is a little bit of a problem considering this is tailored to be the anti-Ken challenge, but in that regard, I guess not talking would be the anti-Ken thing to do. So I should be able to get most of the way through the city now because I've beaten 2 shard bearers, which again is something that will take Ken years, maybe months to complete. But I don't know what exactly my plans are after that because the Tree Sentinel fight will take a while, especially considering I have a katana that I have not leveled at all. And the rapier with the stagger effect, you can't crit horseback enemies. So that kind of build that I was initially thinking about is going to be basically useless. But considering I saw a speedrun guy do it and it was less than a month ago the video was posted, it shouldn't be patched yet, so I shouldn't be too worried about having to cheese it if I need to, but actually pulling something like that off is going to be unlikely. I do think it would be funny to get the Giant Crusher, so I might just make that my top priority, because that would be kind of funny to use, I think. I've never done like a one-shot build, not that I would really do that, but I would probably just go for like a 2 or 3 shot build, which would probably work about as well. Although I don't know if the buffs last long enough to make that viable, but I'm willing to give it a shot. I believe the nearest site of grace, yeah, it's right there. I turned down the game volume in my recording settings, so hopefully I should be able to be heard. Not that I really care too much about me talking, but I do have a fixation on doing things as good as I possibly can, so I was unhappy that I was too quiet in the video I posted yesterday. We know Ken could never make such a mistake because he loves to yap too much. I also think they patched the inability of the tree sentinels up here to get through the door. So I can't just cheese them anymore, unfortunately, which would be nice. Because I think the shield is pretty good, but not that I really use shields ever playing this game. it is something that seems like they are recommended. Do they? Oh, they get through the door. Okay, They turn around. They did. Okay. I feel like the giant hammer is over this way. I need to remember where everything is, though, or is it? It should be. It should be over here, I'm pretty sure. It's like the little camp, and that's... yeah. Not that I really want to fight the tree guy. No, I thought there was another opening on that side. But how nice of him to ignore me. Beating Radon would probably be useful because the Mimic tier is obviously the best. Although I do actually like the Black Knife Assassin summon later on. That's probably my favorite if I'm being honest. I don't know if there's anything in particular that I even want to do here. Because most of my goal was just to beat Renala, which I did. I doubt I can beat the Tree Sentinel because I don't have anything to parry. And I'm guessing the unupgraded katana is not enough to beat him either. Oh, I should probably level up too. That would be a smart idea. Just go find another site of grace and do that rather than running off and losing 42,000 runes. You know, as one does. But it's hard to have every single site of grace memorized. I think the stairs are over here. I think this is the closest site of grace to the Draconic Tree Sentinel. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Look at this guy. Okay. I could go down into the sewers. That would probably be worth it. Trying to think if there's anything. The problem is there's not a lot of stuff that I really need. It's mostly just like upgrade materials. And is there... yeah, upgrade materials is probably about it, because at that point it's just like skill is what gets you through the game, not actually having the best weapons. Especially if I'm trying to do it fast, but speed isn't everything. I'm trying to remember. The Twin Blades, Eleonora's Twin Blades would probably be good for fighting Radon. Just have to remember where that is on the map. I think there's the church is over this way somewhere. That being said, going to the tomb up there-ish, there's a Black Knife Assassin up there that drops the Black Knife itself, which is pretty good for long-range boss fights, maybe. Not that I've really used any dagger build before, because they're hard to pull off. Where is... I don't know if I can really just beat this lady right off the gate, because right off the bat, she's, you know, an NPC, and NPC fights are hard. Or maybe she doesn't spawn if you haven't talked to what's his name already. Oh, well, these are fun. I don't know if this guy drops anything. I really got to get my spacing better. This thing also uses a lot more FP than I remember. You know, that wasn't as bad as I expected. Oh, he drops a rose. That's awesome. I'm really glad it wasn't anything more. Side of Grace. So maybe I should talk to him, because yeah, I think a bleed build on Radon would probably be good, just because you can distract him pretty well and kind of just ignore him. I just don't think the katana attacks fast enough to really make it as effective as it could be. Which is a pretty small complaint, all things considered. But if I find a parry shield, I might use that. It does. You know, I'll give it a shot.
I'm afraid of.
Just because that seems like the quickest way in general to beat the other guy. But if that's what happens, then I'm gonna just cut this video short, and maybe it'll end up being cut to if I learn how to beat Draconic Tree Sentinel by parrying him and then knocking him off a cliff. But we made it to Altus. That's pretty good, even though I had basically been able to do that from like 10 minutes in of the last video, but we'll see what happens. Okay, I'm at the Draconic Alright, I am at the Draconic Tree Sentinel. I'm gonna attempt this one time on camera, and then if I do it first try, that's spectacular, but otherwise I'll just cut to when it works. So go here. Oh, I don't like that. Okay. Well, obviously that did not work, so. But it was close, maybe. And just like that, it's too easy. It's too easy. I beat it with no problems. It was like 30 to 40 minutes of trying to do that parry, but it worked. And just like that, we are in the city. We're in Lanedale, where Ken will be in 3 years. If he even posts another Elden Ring video, which is starting to seem unlikely. But you know, he was complaining about, not complaining, but like, he was saying that he was really enjoying Clash Royale, and then got really angry. And he's like, this is why I keep coming back to the game, to get really angry. Which is not a good reason to do something, but if it makes him play this game, I don't know. Granted, this is a lot harder, and it's easier to blame yourself, I think, so that is definitely a reason why people would avoid something like this, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm probably just gonna waste every single rune that I have to do stuff and call it good. Maybe I'll buy something with this, I don't know, but we've made it into the city pretty much, so it's really all you can ask for. I might cut it here, I don't know, but maybe we'll just get a nice good shot of the city, prove that I've come a long way since the last video, which of course is what everyone cares about. Wow, guys, look at that. Look at that amazing shot of the tree and of a guy in a loincloth. That's wow. And if you like this shot, if you like looking at Ken, good old Ken here, make sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell and donate money and super chat thanks and